Hey guys, welcome back. Unfortunately, I've had a massive problem with my recording, and the issue is that I've lost an amazing amount of matches through video corruption, and there's no way of getting them back. And another problem is that I did so well that I don't really want to go back, and as you can see there, I'm highlighting the matches that I've missed. I don't really want to go back to another save file. And to be honest, I don't even have that save file and record it all over again. And obviously I'm not going to start the season all over again. So what I'm going to do is continue from where it stopped corrupting. What I was doing is I was stockpiling a bunch of videos, and then I was going to quickly sort of put them out there, because I haven't been uploading that much recently. So I was trying to do something nice. But anyway, it really annoyed me, and I almost picked up the PVR and threw it out the window. It was something that I was completely unaware of, because the recording was fine for the first sort of half of the recording, and then it kind of messed up, and then for the second half of it, and I only realised it when I wanted to edit the first video. I got halfway in, it started giving me all sorts of corruption, loss of sound, problems with the image, stuttering, and the last third of every video was missing completely, so it ruined everything for me. So what I've decided to do is I'm uploading a end of season special. This is gonna show every single match up until the end of the season, because I thought, you know what, these guys deserve something special for, well, not really my mistake, it was the PC and the PVR and all sorts of stuff, but I think this will make up for it, or I hope it will, because I won't be doing this for the next season. I'll be recording every single match, and you will see every single match. So I decided to go crazy and finish off the entire season and put it all here for you. Now what I'm doing is I'm only recording the goals, as you can see from these highlights, so you will only see goals, and you'll see every match up until the end of the season from March in my career mode. So that is what you're going to get, and you will see what happens at the end of the season all in one video. How handy. You probably thought this was going to take a lot longer, but you know, I will get on with the next season straight away, so you will get a video next week with the continuation of my career mode. Anyway, as you can see here, I had a difficult match here against Brighton. 2-2 at the moment, 3 minutes to go. Am I going to draw? Am I going to get that last minute goal? And here's Sharp. Fantastic, he manages to score the goal that I needed. At this moment, I'm not sure if you've seen the league. Can't look back now, and I can't really afford to go back now and check if I showed the league table or not. But yeah, I'm needing to win every match. I'm currently in a playoff position, which I'm really happy about. I'm using an old FC Porto tactic that I used for seasons, and it's really working out for me. I'm getting a lot of wins, hardly any losses. In fact, no losses to this point. I mean, since I started using that tactic, custom tactic. I also changed my formation, and that's working out really well for me. And one thing that, there I am in 7th place. One thing that's happened was something else that you've missed out. To be honest, I didn't really do much, but that was the transfer window, January transfer window. And I didn't really do much apart from purchase this fantastic player. Just one player called Arellano, and he's a speedster. He's got 90 odd pace, 90 odd acceleration. He's got really good control of the ball, and he really helps me out. He's been fantastic so far. I will show you the stats of the player. But here I am against Sheffield Wednesday. winning 1-0, 90 minutes now. Though there should be no way I'd lose this match. Dodgy tackle there. But, you know, one thing I would love to get back from you guys is what you think about the series, what you think about this situation that I've had right now with all these issues with my PVR. Are you unhappy with it? Are you happy that I'm doing this? Do you think it's a mistake that I'm putting all these matches on till the end of the season? that would be pretty important for me, you know, because it did upset me. It did upset me that it happened. But anyway, here we go. Nottingham Forest. Unfortunately, as you can see here, they're going to get the first goal. It's Fryer, Kearney, Mela. Nice control there. Proschwitz and Fryer. He's going to slot it in. Nice goal there. This moment, you know, during this whole or during these last few matches, every time that I conceded or it was just a 0-0 draw, I had these nerves, and it was unbelievable. I mean, my pad, you know, it was running with sweat. I know that's disgusting, but anyway, I was sweaty, I was nervous, I was like, God damn it, you know. I know that a couple of mistakes could cost me a chance at the playoffs. And I was going absolutely crazy when they scored a goal first. But there's Sharp, nice. Sharp's got fantastic accuracy there. What a shot. He's been another player that's been really good to me. And I've recently dropped him, Farilano, but he has come back. And there he goes, Cedinho. And Cohen. I don't know if you saw that, but it actually said Blackstock when it was in fact Cohen. That was a bug. But at this moment, I'm going through a situation of having almost all of my important players, or midfielders and attackers, injured. I'm not very good at rotating the team, because I really rely on my top players. And there's Orlando. What a great player. He's like the Championship's Messi. Seriously, check this guy out. He's got 4-star weak foot, 3-star skills, I think. Great player. But yeah, anyway, I really do rely on my best players, and every time, you know, I take them out, I really feel the difference. There's someone else injured there. Now it's Cohen. But I really do feel the difference, and I just can't live without those players. And you know, it could be another explanation as to why I've started playing better and why I'm winning the majority of my games, is that these guys have progressed. I mean, Cedinho was a 68, he's now a 71, 72. A lot of my other great players like Cox and Sharp, players like that, have gone up 2-3 points themselves. So my whole team has progressed a lot. You know, I consider my team you know, a top half team now. It's Lansbury, the player that rarely scores, but when he does, he scores nice goals. So yeah, I really rely on these guys, and taking them out makes it really difficult for me. Like, for instance, these matches now, or the upcoming matches, where I'm missing a lot of my players. I'm missing Cedinho, I'm missing Cox, who else? Cohen, missing players like that, and I find it really difficult to play. And I felt that the ones that I did win were games where I felt like I was a bit lucky, you know. It was like insane concentration, insane nervousness, insane everything. It was a really hard time. But what I need, I mean, especially if I remain in this division, I'm going to need some more depth, because my replacements are just not good enough. I did I have placed most of the players that I don't use on the transfer market, so I'm hoping to get rid of most of them and replace them with slightly better players. I know some of them are a little bit older, so it makes sense to get rid of them even if they're 69, 70s. Just due to the age. I've got nothing against them really, but there's always from loaning so many players and buying so many players right at the start of the season, my squad has become far too big. So I really need to gain some depth. I've decided to just go for fast players, because unfortunately this game penalises you if you don't go for a fast or a speedy team. It's unfortunate, but it kind of, in this game it's fun. It's fun to play with a pacey team. It really is fun, and it adds a lot. It adds a lot to the game, which of course it shouldn't be. But that's just how it is. We go to this as another one where, you know, to the last minute, I can remember this 90th minute, and I was like, oh my god, you can see me players switching like crazy. I'm doing everything to try and get the ball and get it up there. You know, a loss or a draw is really dangerous right now. This little turn there by Arellano, just can't get that goal. It was such a good opportunity. If you can see there, I remember that mistake there. I wanted to call the player to come and get the ball, but instead of doing that, I just passed it to a random player, and that could have been my chance to get the 2-1. But there I go. I'm in 5th place, 2 points ahead of the next team. Currently, it looks like I will reach the playoffs. But now the situation that I have is that at least 5 or 6 of my top players are injured. I mean, to be honest, they're not the worst injuries. There's Bolton there right behind. So they're only 2 or 3 week injuries, but when they come back, you know, I want to use them straight away, because I don't want to. I want to make sure that I don't lose, and they pick up another injury. At the moment, it's just absolute hell. Here I can't. I'm looking for McGugan, but obviously he's injured. Now I realise, but I'm going to take a shot with Arellano. Just see what happens. Boom. What? I mean, this guy doesn't really have fantastic free kick stats, but that was just unbelievable. I rarely score with free kicks, and on top of that, you know, if I rarely score with free kicks, what chance am I going to have with a guy that has poor free kick stats? But he pulled it off for me. I'm really happy with this guy. I'm really happy with this guy. You guys should check him out. Anyway, here's Sharp. Another, as you can see, I've got random players, you know, on Edwards. Look at that. I mean, to be fair, he had quite a decent amount of strength and balance here. Just trying to find the option. Passes it to Cox. Who's going to put it away? Because Cox does not let me down. What a player. I've never, to be fair, I was never in a situation where every single one of my top players was out, or my attacking players at least, because at least with my defence, I mean, this guy, Nay, he's just an absolute beast. This guy does not get injured, he does not lose stamina, he's always running for me, he doesn't stop, he's such a good player. I'm so happy that I have him in the team. He's fast. You know, I could have lost a lot of matches if I hadn't had him. And Ayala, he's played pretty well as well. Another thing I want to do is, I realise that, you know, I'm basically training other teams' players. So I'd like to get at least 2 or 3 players that will actually progress, and they will be mine, and I won't have to lose them. I mean, I think at the end of the season I could lose Cidinho. That would be a massive loss because he's a fantastic player, works really well with Arellano because he's got pace and he's got the technique. A very similar player to Arellano, but I think slightly worse. I think Arellano is actually going to be a better player in the end. And as you can see, Ipswich is beating me 3-2. So everything is going wrong because of those players missing. But yeah, I'm going to miss Cidinho. He's going to go. Mika, he's going to go. I'd love to sign Mika, but I think he's getting quite expensive, 3-4 million. I don't know what kind of budget I'll have if I maintain or if I stay in this division. Even if I get promoted, I don't think I'm going to get a massive amount of money, to be honest. So, I mean, I do have issues. Well, I will need someone to replace Cidinho. Now, the situation will probably be that if I can't purchase him because of how much I've developed him, his team's not going to let him come back on loan. So, what do? Do I purchase a good goalkeeper and try to loan out Cidinho again? Do I try to purchase Cidinho and try to loan Mika out again, or do I just forget Cidinho because frankly I need to have my own player? I should just buy my own player so I don't have to deal with this kind of thing again. Should I just do that? Maybe. I don't know. I kind of grew attached to Cidinho because of how well he plays. Well, look at that 3-0 tackle. You can see the pace from both of these players. Again, great goal. But yeah, it's a difficult decision to make. So yeah, Ayala I think's going centre back. I think the decent way to do it is, or the best way to do it is just, really put money on the attack. Try and get Mika on loan again, and maybe invest. Loan. Sorry, loan for my defence, and actually invest in the attack. So buying a new player to replace Cidinho, either buying Cidinho himself or replacing him with a similar player or better. I already got Arellano. I've got Cox. Sharp would go because I think he's loaned. McGugan's mine. So Blackstock's mine, I think, but I don't really rate Blackstock. I mean, he's got good finishing, etc., but he's slow. He's so slow, and his turning is really slow. So yeah, not really a fan of Blackstock. So I could put Blackstock in a deal. I mean, if I sell 2 players, I want to buy 2 players. If you know what I mean. If I sell a decent player, like someone like Blackstock or Cox, or I'm not going to sell Arellano. But yeah, I don't want to lose out on my top players. So if I sell 2 top players, I want to buy 2 top players in their place. There I go. Drop down to 6th now. Look at that. Only 3 points in front of Cardiff. At this point, if I lose, then it could be a problem. I'm not sure. Maybe in goal difference, I'd make it to the playoffs anyway. But this is the match that's going to determine whether I go to the playoffs or not. So I'm having a lot of fun with Nottingham Forest. It's probably one of the best career modes I've ever had. What's the goal difference there? 3 goals. It's probably the most fun I've had in a career mode. And have no sort of thoughts about quitting this. I'm happy to go on for as long as I can, or until I get sacked. My ultimate goal remains, I will not stop until we get that European Cup for Nottingham Forest. But as you can see here, I started off winning pretty well. This is looking good. At this point, there's no way that I'm not going to the playoffs. And, I mean, Cardiff is not that great as well. Did check at half time, but they managed to get a goal back. But even with a draw, that guarantees me going into the playoffs, which is everything that we need to progress. Hopefully we'll win both matches and go into the Premier League. It would be insane if that happened. But here we go, we're coming up to the 90th minute. It's 1-1 and we made it to the playoffs. So all the hard work paid off, all the team development paid off, the team was fantastic, the tactics worked really well. I'm really proud of them all. And thank you for watching this. Sorry about not having the other videos, but you are not going to get that for the next season. And here we go on to the playoffs. Coming up now. Or maybe not.